Hello, so today I'm installing this bidet, I think is how you pronounce it. And basically all this thing does is it sits inside the toilet here. So you lift this thing up, it's going to sit here and it's going to just squirt water up whenever you turn this thing right here. It even has a nozzle cleaning and wash setting there. So you'll see hopefully in a little bit how it works. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the cutoff valve and you're going to turn that clockwise until it turns off, and then yours will look a little bit different most likely. So once you do that, then you'll come up here and you'll flush the toilet. I already flushed it. So next thing you're going to do to remove this lid and seat, there's going to be these things like this. You can basically just pop them up, use a flathead screwdriver. Once you do that, then you're going to get your Phillips, and then on the bottom you'll notice these things. I already loosened mine before I started the video, so you have to hold this physically with your hand under under the toilet. It's going to be, this screw is going to go through here, and this thing's going to be grabbing the bottom, so you have to hold it, or else this one will just spin forever if you don't hold it with your hand. So once you undo this thing, you're on the bottom holding it, this will pop off. So I'm unscrewing it with my hand because I didn't. Okay, there we go. So this one's, now you can pull off the toilet, and then next thing you're going to do is put this bidet thing on here. So you can put this on here, and then wherever you want it to sit, so you can move it more forward or back. Once you remove that, once you find out where you want the placement to be, so you can push it much more back. Like, I'm going to try and push it all the way back because I think it's better to have it in the back, I think, than the front. But you can adjust it according to where you sit. If you don't like it, like where it's sitting, you can always go back and adjust it. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it there because that's as far as it goes back, and whoever's sitting on it can always, you know, move it forward later on if they don't like where it's sitting. And then when you turn this thing, when we're done installing it, when you turn that thing, it's going to squirt a jet of water up to clean you. So once you, basically, you're just going to put these screws back in place where they were at a while ago. So, excuse me, because I don't have my GoPro, so I'm having to do this by hand. So once I put that in there, and then I'll just place this right here. Once I put this through here, I screw these back on. And remember, it's going to be upside down, so it's going to look like you're loosening it when you're really tightening it. But once you tighten these things down, oh, that's right. Don't make the mistake that I just made. You're going to put the toilet seat on top of this thing. And once you put the toilet seat on top of this thing, then you can screw it down. You don't want to screw it down until you do that. So, and it might be good too if you clean your toilet before you do this procedure. So we have this moved all the way back, and then we're gonna line up this thing the best that we can. So I can remove that because on the other side it's not even on there. So it looks like I'm gonna go with the third hole, the third one here. So I'm gonna line it up and get it started on the bottom. I'm holding the thing, and then I'll just get my Phillips, and I'll put the things that hold the screws on. I'll get them started right now, but I'm not gonna torture you with having to watch me tighten these things. So once I get these things started, next thing I'm gonna do after they're in place, so I can always come back and adjust them a little bit. Oh boy. So you have to make sure you put the little tab for the toilet down first. This white tab. So make the mistakes for you. Once I loosen that, this is my first time installing one of these crazy things. So once you put that through there, hold the thing on the bottom. Make sure the front of the toilet looks like it's not going too far forward. So make sure that this is lined up pretty good. And then once you tighten those two down, the next step you're going to do is you're going to come over here underneath the toilet and just turn this, you know, to the right. Like it looks like you're tightening it, but you're really loosening it. And then you'll just attach the thing coming out of your wall to this part, the female. Pretend that this is the black part that's coming out of the toilet, and then just screw this thing onto here, like that. So if you need to, you can use plumber's tape to make sure it's a good seal for the water so it doesn't leak. Once you do that, this thing will work. So thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and have a good day.